Today we're going to be reviewing probably one of the most uncommon Seiko dive watches here in North America at least. This is GHOSTwatches, I'm Casper, and today we are looking at the Seiko SRPD76 K1. Now, I know it's rather controversial for me to say that any Seiko dive watch is an uncommon timepiece anywhere in the world, but a little while ago, Seiko revamped the SKX line, dubbing it the SRPD. Watch enthusiasts call this the 5KX, and they came out with many dial variants. But most of the watches, at least sold in North America, were stainless steel. Globally though, Seiko made the SRPD76 K1 with a rose gold PVD coated case. I searched and searched and searched to try and find this, and though you can find SRPD watches plentiful in any department store, you'd be hard pressed to find one of these rose gold models. Keen observers will notice that this is not a stock Seiko diver. I've done two small mods to make it my own, and I feel dress up the watch a little bit. First, to make it more comfortable on wrist, I exchanged the stock rubber straps, which are okay, but they just didn't have a level of refinement. I exchanged those for a curved and fitted set of monster straps. I think they suit the watch well. For the bezel, I exchanged the stock Seiko dive bezel, a nice matte kind of finish, for a fully ceramic stealth 12-hour bezel. I find that the 12-hour bezel is a much more useful complication for us in our modern times. I can set it to any time zone before or after me and monitor the time there. I ended up removing the click on the inside so I could do a bidirectional turn, something that's very useful when you have a 12-hour bezel. By now, many of you are probably aware of the standard SKX and SRPD specifications, but here they are. This is a now universal size measurement. This SKX has almost become a ruler of sorts. The 46mm lugs with a heavy curve down fit me nicely. I've also seen this on wrist sizes 7.5, 8 inches. This watch in either its SKX or SRPD forms is probably one of the easiest to fit to your wrist. Taking a closer look at this specific model, Seiko haven't done much different from the regular stainless steel versions, but there are rose gold colored indices and hands. And just like with most all other Seikos, the lume is absolutely legendary. This lume just stands out to you in the middle of the night, shining brighter and longer than just about anything else out there. The SRPD reissue of the SKX model has received a fair amount of criticism since its release. Watch enthusiasts will say that Seiko have dumbed down the watch by removing the screw-down crown, which divers love to have for its security. To that I say, I'm not going to be diving to 600 feet with this watch. Most often, I'm going to be sitting at my office desk, and so are you. What Seiko have done is upgraded the watch where it counts, and that's in its movement. Gone is the old non-hacking 7S26 movement. In place, the 4R36, a 41-hour power reserve hacking movement with great reliability and accuracy. This is my modded SKX013, and I feel it's a great illustration of how the price increase criticism for the SRPD line may be missing the mark a little bit. Most people who go out and buy an SKX would instantly go out, change the movement, change the glass, change the dial, hands, so on and so forth. With this SRPD model, I only had to do two tiny modifications. It came straight out of the box, almost perfect. I probably spent more on my SKX013 than I did on the SRPD76. If you're on the hunt for a watch that has a special elegant feel about it, can be dressed up or dressed down, that you don't have to worry about banging around in everyday wear, maybe this rose gold SRPD 76K1 is the watch for you. Oh, and by the way, since Seiko make everything in this watch, the dial, the case, the hands, the movement, you can truly say that this is an in-house produced watch, something a lot of brands charge you a whole lot more money in order to say that you can own. Not too bad for a Seiko.